Here we go, here we go, here we go. Testing, testing, boo, boo, boo. Right, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, guys, or no matter whatever time zone you're in. And welcome back to my channel. I am Corinium Warrior. For those of you that don't know who I am an Xbox gamer. And I love Farming Simulator 22. So here we are. We're just about to start episode 4 of our Let's Play on Help Baylor. So if you haven't managed to do so yet, please check out the other videos from episode 1 through 3. I know a couple of them are over 5 hours long, but you can flit through them, guys. You don't have to sit there and watch them for 5 hours, because I know how hard it is if you don't want to do that. But so what I'm going to try and do from now on, guys, is I want to try and cut down on the episode length time to probably round about 45 minutes to an hour, which I think is far better. That way, then we can get more episodes done. Because if I'd have done that in the first place, we'd probably be on episode 8 or 9 by now. So, so that's what I'm trying to do, is to try and keep you more entertained and everything else, so that you don't lose don't lose yourself in the channel. But here we go. So let's crack on. Let's get episode 4 underway. So, as you can see, like from the end of episode 3, we were talking about the grain mill. Well, unfortunately, there has been a slight development. I've spoken to Claudette, and she's put me in contact with the owners of the grain mill, the Flower Brothers, an adeptly name for a grain mill, people who run it. So so it is run by two brothers. They are called Plain Flour and Self-Raising Flour, which I think is quite funny, to be honest. Plain and self-raising. What good names they are. So, but what they have said is, yes, they are willing to sell, but they can't at the moment, because they are waiting for 2 contracts to be completed that they've asked for from the farmers. So if we go into our contracts menu, and the ones that are waiting to be delivered is the contract by Christophe Rousseau and Emile Bourdon. They both need oats to go to the grain mill. So what I'm thinking is, guys, is we're going to take on those 2 contracts to harvest the grain. I'm going to store the grain in our silo and then hopefully try and deliver it all in one go. And then once it's all delivered and we've been paid for these contracts, we can then pop in, speak to the Flower Brothers, and say, look, the contract's been completed, you've had the grain, can we sign the documentation to buy the grain mill from you? And there is an added perk to that, guys, as well. So once we've delivered all the grain, we would then have a substantial amount of oats at the grain mill that we've been paid for to deliver, and we can then process that into flour and sell the flour so that we can make even more profit. So that's what I'm thinking, guys. So let's crack on. Let's get field 26 and 45 done out the way because they are the biggest fields. So 26 is actually the biggest field on the map. So 22 grand. It's going to cost us about 3 grand. Well, 3,614 because what I'm going to do is I'm going to rent some of their equipment. But I'm also going to use some of my equipment so that we can get this contract done a lot faster. And then we're going to also crack on with field 45 as well. So let's accept 45 and lease on 26. So we've got the equipment waiting for us. So we need to quickly offload our grain. Get that. Ooh. Didn't like that turn at all. So let's get this offloaded into our silo. That's only a little bit of wheat. So yeah, so that's done. We can concentrate on getting the harvester over to where it needs to be now. So which is field 45. So if we get the smaller one done first. And then we can get both harvesters on field 45. And also on field 26, and we should be able to get those contracts done hopefully before we lose a little bit of light. So we'll just have to wait and see how things develop there. I'm just going to turn the game volume down a little bit. So you can hear me a little bit better. There you go. So yeah, so hopefully, so we can get all of these done. And then get the grain mill bought. And so we can really start having a bit of a profit coming in. But I'm still really disappointed about the field that's showing that part of the oats isn't growing or hasn't actually come through yet. So I'm wondering if that's actually a little glitch problem caused by the Precision Farming DLC. But field 45 and 26 aren't too bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the harvester over. I'm going to get a work. I'm going to run a couple of headers. Then I'm going to set a worker off, and then we're going to go back to the shop and then pick up the rest of the equipment that's over there so that we can do field 45 and 46 with that we've leased. So we're gonna get quite a lot of oats out of this, especially field 26. So what I'll do is I'll show you field 26 on the PDA in a minute, guys, so that you can actually see how big field 26 is. Yeah, it is the largest field actually on the map. And it's quite expensive to buy as well. Yeah, I would put the music on, but the radio's broken in the cab. So we'll have to listen to the dulcet tones of the engine humming. But with regards to animals and everything else, guys, I don't really know. I haven't really decided. The only animals that I'm thinking of doing for the time being is chickens. Right, let's just fill up with some diesel so that we got enough. You hear the train coming? Here it is. Diesel loco. Right. Yeah, she's done. Right. That's it. All paid. Right, so let's turn the beacons on because we're going across the road, across the tracks. Let's put you here. Right. I wish there was a way that we would be able to collect straw if we had the option and the way that we could do it instead of just having to leave it on the ground. Oh, just took that sign out. That's alright. So we're all ready to go. So make sure the harvester's unfolded. Straw swath is disabled because we won't get any straw off of this field because we can't collect it. So on fields like that, when I'm harvesting wheat, oat and barley, I always disable the straw swath. It just makes it a lot easier. But then sometimes I keep forgetting to turn it back on. So let's just quickly fast farm these headers. Yeah, so I've got the tool height control for headers on as a mod from DD Mod Passion, so it enables us to fast farm. So as you can see, it's like we're actually harvesting at 12 miles an hour, which is the maximum speed of the harvester. So it's quite fun when you're harvesting a field at like 24 miles an hour. But the only drawback there is as you're speeding along, it's the straw swaths when you stop right at the end. It just literally it's one big mountainous pile. Get this one done. Around about nice and straight, straight up. Set that there, drop it down. I need to grab the trailers. Couple of tractors and trailers so that we can get the oats sorted. Right. So now that I've done those two headers, I'm just gonna quickly set this one off. Hire the worker and let him get that fast farmed. That's it. Right, so we've got a couple of large trailers, so we might as well utilize them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hire a worker. I'm going to set a destination off and get him to drive to field 45. So he's off there. But as you can see, guys, this here is field 26. So if we just go onto the precision farm, well, we can't go onto the precision farm area. But if we look on the main screen, it's actually 13.8 hectares. And if we want to buy that field, it is £1.1 million. So it's £1,101,888 euros or dollars, depending on what your currency set on. But yeah, over £1 million to buy, and that's the largest field. So I think harvesting it for now. So yeah, so let's grab you. Let's grab our trailer. Put the good old beacons on. Let's set destination for him. And he can come to also to here. He can go there actually. So yeah, so that's it. So that's him done. I must admit, I do like the class headers, and at least we've got a large. At least we've got a large combine for field 26 instead of a small one like we've got. Let's just put that on the header. That's it. And quite a lot of the headers actually, guys, if you, with the header trailers, they actually clip into place. Some of the modded headers don't actually clip onto the trailers. So just be mindful of that, guys. So we're 20% of the contract on field 45 is done already. And we're almost at a full tank. The worker's almost got a full tank as well. So we need to quickly get over there. And get that done. So what I think we're going to do, guys, is for this episode, so that we can keep the time down, is we'll just get these 2 fields done for today, and get the grain mill sorted out as well. And that will be then the end of the episode after the once we've got the grain mill done. So at least field 45 and 26 are so close to one another. We haven't got to worry about anything else. So both tractors and trailers are all down here now. Which is good. So I'm going to take the harvester over to field 26 and park it up. That's it. So he's done. There's nothing coming there. So he's done. So we're going to run down the road. And then we're going to hop into this one just here. And we're going to fill these 2 up first. So we're going to start on the back one. No, we'll start on the front one. Let's see what capacity this should give. Hopefully this is like an 18,000 litre trailer, hopefully. Or is it going to be smaller than that? That's it. That's it. Let's get them out of the way. I know we're cheating a little bit. That's the one we want. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to disconnect that. Unfold. That one done. Disable straw source, yeah, turn on. You can see the difference, 6 miles an hour. It's 12 miles an hour. So we're going half speed. I'm gonna get the headers run on this field. Hopefully the workers should be done by then. And I think I've got a problem with my internet, guys. It keeps changing in and out. By that I mean it keeps freezing up. So I'm wondering if I'm on too high a bit rate or so I've changed it to like 100 and I've changed it to 1080. So I probably might have to drop the resolution down again. Or it could be something to do with Twitch, because I know Twitch was saying that they were expecting server maintenance or something, so I'm wondering if that's... So it could be something to do with that. But remember, guys, if you actually like what you see, the content I'm making and posting, please don't forget to hit that follow button. The more you guys like content and everything else, you can hopefully get the channel to grow. It's going to be fun and games. Yeah, I don't really want to lease another header. Just to enable the fast farming. But it might be worth having a look once I've done the headers. Reset the header trailer and the header back to the yard. Reset a tractor as well, and then just lease like a header that I can use on the class just to fast farm, just so that we can get this done pretty quick. The other harvester should have a full tank by now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this little run off, and then we'll go over and have a look. In actual fact, we can see in the distance, you can see the lines still going, the lines are going down, so the other harvester's still moving. Uh, 50% done on field 45, so that's not bad. And look at that, as I spoke, the other harvester's just finished. Notifications just come up saying his tank's full. And we're 75% full on our tank here. Right, so what's this? So this is So if we go down, so 90 and 45 is 135. So if we scroll down at 135, that should be flush. Not quite. So we'll just keep this edge straight as possible. Done. it's 89, around about 90. That's it. We're going to end up probably with a full tank as well by the time we get to the end of this row. But even if not, I'll just empty the harvester into one of the other trailers that we've got left over the road. Yeah, so at least this is like an 18,000 litre trailer. Our trailer that we've got is 34,000 litres. So that's not too bad. Yeah, we're probably gonna... Yeah. And we're full as well. Right, so let's go and get this one emptied. That's it. We better whiz our trailer over to field 26, sorry. Get the harvester emptied. Pipe out. Let's get the 18,000 litres in there on that one. That's that one done. So let's just get this header finished off. So yeah, so 210 units short. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop that header down there. And then let's reset the Convio Flex back to the yard. Let's reset that. Reset that. Alright, so let's Oh. Yeah. I'm going to have to reset the harvester as well, because I'm going to need the harvester to pick up the header. So let's offload what's in the harvester. So there you go, so that's 210, so the harvester's emptied. Let's reset that back to the shop. And then let's hop out of there. Of course, I totally forgot I didn't need to reset the tractor. I could have left the tractor where it was. So let's just put him onto there like that. So let's go into our headers. So let's go all the way over to the tool height control. And let's lease the Convio Flex 1380. And make sure it is saying tool height control for harvest. Tool height control for headers mod. So yeah. So yeah, so that's done. So let's lease that. So that's 4,600. Okay. So let's hop out of you. Hop back into you. So what money we make by selling the grain, those will cover the leasing costs. So it's not too bad. So lose out a little bit of cash. So put the header on. And you've noticed the header's on the trailer, but it didn't snap into place. So let's get the worker, set the destination, so he can then come back to here. So let's hop out of there. So once he goes forward, there he goes. He's going that way. I'm going to take the shortcut across the grass. Shouldn't really. I should really be driving the proper way. But there's no... There was the proper route to get to it, but because it's grass and didn't interfere with the field, so why not? So we need to beat the header. We need to beat the harvester back because we need to get on and get the other harvester sorted. hopefully field 45 should nearly be done. As we said, look at that. Perfect timing near enough. The other harvester on field 45 has got another full tank. So we'll leave that one there. Unclip. Load you up so that you're ready. That's it. And there's the other, and there's the harvester not far behind. Okay, so the front trailer's got, so that's 17,000 litres. So that's quite a big capacity on the front then. That's 17. See what it's going to be. So another couple of passes and this one will be done. Okay, 24,500 litres and that front trailer is full. And there's the harvester. So that's perfect timing. So let's get him picked up. Get him unfolded. So this is going to harvest at 26 miles an hour now. So that's going to be pretty quick. I've come up this way because hopefully coming down this way will keep the pipe in line so that we haven't got to worry about driving over the crop. So there we go. 26 miles an hour. Let's hop out. Look at that. So we're on the last run of this one. Let's see if they've missed any bits. Hopefully not. just this one. It's just field 26 that might be the problem one. Okay, so he's finished. Right, so let's get the pipe out. Does that look like an area he's missed? That's where he needed unloading. Okay, that's good enough. So let's get that in the back. So he's now done. I'm going to leave the header trailer where it is for now. I need to move the trailer. So let's jump over the railway tracks. Oh, hop and a skip. Yeah, so let's get that trailer moved so that the harvester can turn around. Okay, let's get this one over there now. Okay, I need to get the other trailers over. That's it. So he's now underway. So let's get this trailer in and out of the way. Go flying over the railway track. Whee! Lovely. So just you don't try that at home, guys. Playing on railway tracks is actually dangerous. Let's get that 18,000 litres in there. So we've now got 2 trailers, 2 tractors, with 3 trailers to do this field. So that's him done. So that's 43,000 litres so far. Let's create a job. Let's deliver to our farm silo. Which is just here. So let's set that on looping. So that the workers drive all the way back to the field again. Let's start the job out of the way. So that's it. So he should be done and dusted, ready to go. And it's not going to take a great deal for this other one to have a full tank. So here's where the fun begins, trying to keep up at 12 miles an hour. So we managed to empty that one. So let's take this one over to the other harvester. And this one's going to be even harder. This is 26 miles an hour. Well, that was pretty good. We got there and it had a full tank. But of course that means we're gonna now be full. So we're gonna have to go and offload. But what I'm thinking of doing is, instead of taking this back to our silo, I should have used the silo literally just by the field. The railroad south silo. Should have used that. But but then that'll mean 2 trips of having the oats in 2 different locations. And I'd rather keep it in one location. But as the rate that they're filling up, it's going to have to be 2 separate locations. How's the other guy doing? Man, he's slow. Oh, yeah, that driver was slow. He's literally just getting to our silo. Is he going to tip back or tip side? Tip at the back. That's alright. So we need to get out and get the other harvesters emptied. Whilst we're waiting for slow coach to arrive. So at least with the 2 harvesters we're cracking through this field already. So, yep, they're both ready for emptying. Well, not quite. The other one's still moving. Our parade blocked by an object? I don't think so. Oh yeah, yeah he is. He's moving. Someone left a cedar in the way. Oh, sorry, not the cedar, the fertilizer. Of course he can't carry on now because it's saying target unreachable, so I've got to move this out of the way. And of course the car won't pick it up. Let's borrow the tractor to get this fertilizer spreader out of the way. Open the AI worker, create job. Oh, we've got X. That's it. He should start driving back to where he needs to be. That's where we need to be. We need to be in that one. So we need to head over and offload the other harvester. Yeah. And we've nearly finished the contract. Well, for harvesting, that is. We've still got the delivering to go yet. That's it. And you can finish off there. So we need to go and get this one done. It won't take a lot to get this trailer full up, and then that'll mean that the harvester that we're going to unload from will be full again very, very shortly. There you go, so that's 34,000 litres. But at least the other tractor and trailers are back. So we've got 43,000 litres that we can play with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get this load delivered at our silo. I can hop out of there, hop into there, dismiss that worker. So we haven't got that much left to do. Get that loaded into the front. And the other harvester should be nearly ready as well. Let's drive across the grain. I know we shouldn't, but the other harvester's just here. So let's see what's gonna come out from this one. See if we can go all the way up with this one. We need what, about 24,500 litres in this front trailer. There you go. That's not bad. So if that's 20, so we've got 18,500 litres that we can play with on the back. So let's get set ready for the down. On this one. Well, that'll be it. 2 passes and that's it. What I might do is jump into the other harvester, dismiss him. I'm gonna offload this one into the trailer. It's actually 24,500 in that one. And that's that done. So honestly guys, the tool height control for headers mod, if you're on console, I would actually highly recommend you getting, guys, because look how quick that's gone through that field. Yeah, and that's with 2 harvesters running. And the field is actually completely done. Nothing's been missed. Both fields have now been completed. So let's lift that one up. Let's pipe that one out. Fill that back trailer up. That's it. So we've got 2,777 litres left in the harvester, but we can offload that ourselves back in the silo. And that worker's an idiot. He couldn't even get round onto the load point properly. So let's open the worker menu, create a job, don't want that on looping now because that's the last delivery that that guy's going to make. Let's get this one finished. So that's that done. So let's take this one over to the railroad silo south, pick up the oats that we put into storage in there, complete on these 2 contracts by delivering the goods. Get paid, and then we can sign the contract for buying the grain mill. And then we can get the flour production underway. It's not bad. I know this episode's a little bit longer than what we said, but I said that we'd get the 2 fields done. And get the grain mill sorted. So let's put him there. So he's under the trigger. Start filling 34,000 litres of oats. Let's grab our harvester. Let's go and pick up our header trailer. And take our harvester back to the yard, unload. And then see what oats we've got in storage. And then lease a semi truck and trailer. I needed to be on field 45. Which I am. Whoops. Let's go back over the railway line. As you can see, the field is completely done. Nothing there. See, that header didn't snap on to the trailer either. Well, we've put the header on the trailer, so hopefully it'll stay on there. Should do. And then, once this is done, that'll be it. After that. Hey. Right, so that worker's completed his task now, so okay. I'm not gonna get that one done. I'll do that once I've got back to the yard. But you can certainly tell the difference at driving at 12 miles an hour to driving at 26. Yeah. But like I say as well, guys, I hope that the quality comes out okay on this one. So, cause I changed it to 1080p rather than 720 or 360. So we'll just have to... I'll have to have a look and see what the quality is like. If the quality is not as good on 1080p, then I'm going to have to drop the resolutions down for you guys. Ooh. Severe paint damage on that header. Man. Could do with a good wash as well. It's filthy. Better have a think about speaking to the guys at Karcher to get the old jet washer services back in place. And so that's... Put him there. So let's go drive this round. And get this one offloaded. That's it. Where's the other guy that we need? Here he is. Create job. Deliver silo. Nope. No looping. Okay, target unreachable. Really? That's because you don't like coming out where you are. Right, so that's you done. So create job. Farm silo, no looping, X. That's it. You're underway. So you're now done. So you can go back. So you can go back to the shop. You can go back. That header reset. So we can return that header now. We don't need you anymore. So we can fold our harvester and turn off. Get these out the way, because they're not needed. So they can both be returned to the shop. And here comes our guy. With the last load. So oats. It should be around about 158,000. And look, he's driven onto the silo and it's saying he's blocked. He's an Alexander. Dumas. So let's do this. So trailers. So it's 158,000. So we're going to need to borrow the TLX X2 from 250,000 litres. Just want to keep it standard. So we're going to lease that. Yeah, that's leased. Didn't put a cover on it. That's alright. And then we're going to need a truck to go with it. Let's have that one. Just a standard. So, no, 4 grand. So that's another 9 grand. So we've cut down our profits a little bit. On what we're actually going to make for selling the grain. But we had about 140,000 to start off with. So before we sell, so yeah, so we had about 140,000 to start off with. So let's see what profit we've actually going to end up with. But also, guys, don't forget that's 158,000 litres of oats go into the grain mill. So let's fill the grain mill up, fill the truck up. And take this over to the grain mill. Complete on the contracts. And then that's where we'll get the grain mill. We'll get the grain mill production started. And then that's where I'll end the episode. There you go. So we're on 140,000, 149. Right, 158,351 litres. Right, so let's get this over to the grain mill. Train coming. Let's get this offloaded. Right, 45 is done. So we made 15 grand profit on selling the goods. So let's complete on the contract. So that's 9. So we made 19. So okay, and we made 6 for that. So basically, we've made 24 grand. So let's go and speak to the old Flower Brothers, plain and self-raising. And let's sign the deal. So hopefully, knocked on the door to let us know that we're there. Mr. Plain Flower, sir, good afternoon. The contract has been delivered, so can we discuss the paperwork and do some legitimate business by signing and buying the grain mill? Ah, thank you very much, sir. Okay. Let's sign on the dotted line and let's seal the deal. Okay, so that's 96,000 pounds. And as you can see also as well, guys, that 158,000 litres that we've just delivered is in the grain mill. And we are producing flour. So if you look at the recipe, it's for every 150 litres, or basic, every 150 units of oats, you get 188 units of flour. So that's good. So anyway, guys, that's it for this episode. It's just over an hour longer than what we expected, but like I said, I wanted to finish off doing the 2 harvests and getting the grain mill. So we've done that. And so that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. And I'll catch you all again soon. So remember, stay safe and happy gaming. So, and on that note, guys, catch you all later. Bye bye for now.